Hello, hello. This is Miyamoto, and welcome to the stream. Okay, uh, I've been all over the place today, so let me just make sure everything's here. Oh yeah, sorry about it being on Monday. Stuff going on Sunday that stopped me from doing this. Let me open this up. Make sure my audio's fine. Okay, cool. But yeah, sorry about no Sunday stream. Although, recently, it doesn't matter what day I stream because I'm no longer a student. I'm now pretty much a full-fledged adult, minus a job. But, I don't have any more, responsibilities in the education department. So, right now, I'm kinda just like getting used to that and, mentally preparing myself to actually getting stuff done in a fashion not akin to a teenager anymore. But yeah, with that also means, oh thank you, that also means it doesn't matter when I stream. Obviously, I will be busy working on personal projects and stuff like that every now and then. But with this development, that also means, like, who cares, If I feel like streaming, I'll stream now. And that's cool. I like that. It's just something to get used to, though. I've already replaced something to do in the mornings, because I have to do something in the morning. And that is working out. I've been working out lately. Trying to get back in shape, because I kind of became very, barely active in my daily life. Because I was, cramming studies to make sure I got finals. But yeah, I've been, trying to get a more healthy lifestyle in my life. Doing more things. Trying to prepare myself for the future, because I actually have to think about that now. But yeah, that's been currently what I've been going through, and what I talked about in the community post with me finishing up all my studies. So now, I'm a free woman, for the most part. Yeah, if I feel like streaming multiple times a week, I can. Now, I won't guarantee that will always happen. But if I was doing like a series and I really wanted to stream the next day because I really want to play that game, then why not, That also does mean I can ditch the typical time of starting, if that's okay with a lot of people. Obviously, I'll try to reach for 3 o'clock, but if I really want to stream and I'm not able to reach that time, then, it's fine. By the way, I start streams at 3 o'clock my time, so... time zone reveal. But yeah. Oh, man. It was a tough couple weeks, though. I was in a rough state. I could barely get anything done, and that's why, if you've been paying attention to what I do, you can see that I stopped making a lot of things recently. Although I am starting to pick back up. I am working on something that will hopefully see in the future if things go right. And that's been my main focus, and once that's done, I'll go back to, regularly scheduled stuff, like, art every week, and, obviously streaming, and hopefully more edits down the way, because I need to I need to work out my editing muscles because whenever City comes out next like month and a half, less than a month and a half, I need to, be ready to make a lot of videos at one time. So I'm just in preparation stage for City for the most part. Whenever City comes out, that's probably going to be the busiest I'll ever be. I'm going to be really hyped, going to be making a lot of stuff, feeling tired, waking up the next morning, and being like, I'm still hyped about this, and I'm going to be making more stuff. Maybe. I might burn myself up out on the first episode. Who knows? We'll see whenever things are there. I already have some things planned beforehand, and I'm already having a stockpile of ideas because I've read the first volume of City, so I know the characters from the beginning well enough. So I'm already thinking of ideas, and there's a really cool thing I wanted to do whenever we reach the end of the first batch of episodes. So hopefully everything goes well in that department. Man, I'm really thirsty. I did sweat up a storm today whenever I exercised. Yeah, that's gonna be my life. Just everything City, and then I go on to other things like being prepared for Kirby coming out in August and stuff like that. Speaking of, I'm currently without a game to be playing on the channel for too long. But as I said, next game we play would be a poll game that was from the poll that's almost a year old at this point. It's taken me a while to play these games, I'm sorry. But, next one should be Ori and the Blind Forest, I believe. So, be prepared for that for next week, hopefully, if things go according to plan. And I don't collapse. But yeah, I think that's everything Nino related. Just like content talk. Because, was grinding away at making sure I did not fail my finals. And I did pretty good. I'm rather proud of myself, I gotta say. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest. I've seen some gameplay of it, but I don't know much about it, so I will be excited to see it next week. Another thing to suspect is probably Pokemon. That also comes out later this year, because why not? I think that would be a fun one to the stream, so we can, name Pokemon and stuff like that. I feel like that's a fun thing to stream. Thank you, Mally. I'm really scratching everything here. I'm trying to get everything, and I think that is on me personally. Only other thing I do is commission artists because I like doing that. But yeah, I think that's everything on that front. Only thing else I've been doing on my spare time is just like playing games when applicable. I haven't really had too much time to just play games for myself, so recently I've been trying to get back into it since I have a lot more free time. But I decided during weekdays is just like work, so I'll be working on personal things And then on the weekends, I can be more lax with it and do whatever I want. Still keep up the exercise though. I've been doing that daily and it's been fun. Oh. Okay, I guess I will be the gateway to Ori and the Blind Forest, I guess. All I know is I believe it's a platformer, so I'm good at those, I'd say, for the most part. So I have no issues with that. And then the one after that should be Wonder Song, I believe. And then I have to make a new poll. Because I like game suggestions, since I only play a couple games. I wouldn't say I've, touched many, out there games before. So I think those are fun to play on stream. Like One Shot. One Shot was a good example of that. That game broke me towards the end. Yeah. Oh, I feel that, Mally. Happens to me all the time. Probably because I think about too many things, and then by the time when that piece of information I need, I've buried it with 20 other things up there in the noggin. Only other thing I'm waiting for is I edit stuff for my friends, and that should be done soon. So I have that to look forward to rather soon, in a couple days. So I'll be held up that day, sending a call with them, having a meeting about it. But yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything. And now we can talk about whatever else, Oh, yeah. I have... Now, with that statement of me saying I haven't touched a lot of niche games, I have played a lot of games, though. If you look at my Switch library, it's, a lot. So, I've played a lot, but I don't know how much I have played and have not played. There's some games on there that I haven't played at all, because it's a backlog, and I just keep on getting busy, and I keep on forgetting that I own it. So I need to just, go through them. And I might do that on stream, maybe. One I can possibly do, if people are down for it, is Fire Emblem. I've been meaning to get into Fire Emblem, but, I just... I was playing it, and then I worked on a big project, and I haven't seen the game since, so it might be good to just do games like that on stream. Long ones, but since I'm more free with my life, I can just, stream however long, and at whatever time. I do already have a plan for the side series that will go along with Ori, and it's a short one, not as long as Kirby, but after that side series is done, I'm gonna bring back Kirby, a shorter Kirby game, so it's not too long. I'm suspecting 2 to 4 streams of that one, and then we'll be waiting for Starcross World whenever that comes out in August. Also, I always forget to mention this, because I already have, set everything up to, talk about it in the description and stuff. But there's this lovely art right next to me by, Deletoid, and you should definitely go check them out. They're kind of, Nichijou artists, especially, back in the day. Recently, they've been doing some good drawings. I've been enjoying them. So yeah, definitely go check Deltoid out. So focused on myself, I get tunnel vision about everything I've been through. I like to see Mino's pick on the next polls. Okay, cool. Oh hey! Me too. One of the first Nichijou artists I ever knew was Delit. Deletoid? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I never asked them how they pronounce it. But yeah. Third artist I commissioned, I believe was them. So they hold that title. Also. And it turned out great. Every artist I've commissioned has like turned out some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen. I just love art. Art is amazing. And I feel like artists deserve money. I know it's a bit controversial, but you know, maybe they do deserve money. Maybe they should, you know, be compensated for their wonderful pieces. Maybe. It might just be a me thing. But yeah, I just love art. But Mino's pick. Okay, I might be able to do that. Finally, streamer making based opinions. The based opinion being paying artists. Come on, that should be standard. I know it's a hard topic. Man, I am out of it. Because usually, when I stream before, I've been getting a lot better at, you know, keeping up, you know, talking, because my body's more accustomed to it, but I don't know what happened today, but, like, I might have done too much in the exercise. My body's very sore, and it's hard to keep this up, but it's fine, Oh no. What's going on? I saw a buffer. What's that on my end? No, okay, good. Scary. They do deserve money. No. My art... Okay, I love art. My art does not deserve money. No. Believe you, if I open up commissions, that tells you that I'm proud of my art in such a high degree that I feel like it's fine to be compensated for it. Like, right now, I don't think anything I made is worth anything. It's a me thing, I know. Art is subjective. And I know if I opened up commissions, like, most likely people would like to see it. But just me right now? No. I'm sorry. Ask me in like a year or two. Maybe. I just would feel like I had too much responsibility, and I would like overthink the commission too much. And I've commissioned enough people, and I know what the process is like. So I don't think I would be, you know, a good seller, you know? I feel like I would annoy a lot of customers. Because, like, there's sometimes, when I commission something and it takes, like, a couple days, and then there's a few where they give me sketches, and then on the rare occasion, mostly Meowchi, I get no sketch, and then it's just there. It's there and done, and I'm like, wow, it looks awesome. All of them do. But I feel like I would take like too long just like overthinking things. And I'd be like, are you sure this looks good? Are you sure? Because there's a lot of pieces I make and I'm just like, that could have turned out better. That could have turned out better. Well, duh. Shout out to Meowchi. It's almost like my starting screen and end screen are both commissions from her. No way. Oh, hello. Just straight up yapping currently. Getting in that turn off the brain and just talk state. But yeah, that's my current stance on me myself doing commissions. I'm fine with paying artists though. Paying artists is amazing. One of the first things I did when I had a credit card was pay artists, and I haven't looked back since. I think I've so far I think it's almost in the 400s in how much money I've given away. Let me check. I have a way of checking. If I don't blow up the stream doing so. That's some great art. Oh my gosh. I'll like that later. Where are you? Okay, I've given... Yeah, 400. 400 about. Because I recently did one that was like 60. So, what would that be? 420... 29? 430, maybe? Would be my rough estimate. But let's just say I've given a lot of money. That's all I gotta say. I just shugged a band director. I got a brand new saxophone. Yeah. I don't really think about it, and I don't really regret any money I've given to artists. It's a great thing to do. Do it responsibly, though. Do it responsibly. Don't give away all your money. But, like, if you have spare change, I recommend commissioning people. It's a really rewarding experience. At least for me. Because I respect artists a lot. And everyone I've given money to, I have a lot of respect of. And know they wouldn't let me down, and I have a lot of, respect, and they inspire me. So that's my stance on it. Hi, blue guy. Just talking about commissioning artists, like this nice piece right next to me. Yeah, that's something I've learned. That's why commissions have been slow for a bit in me buying them. But recently, I've gotten some more change, so I'm like, might as well. And I've saved up to be able to, hopefully get a Switch 2 if things go right. If not, who cares? I just need it by August, so we can do Kirby. Nothing much, really. Just a big yap shash by me. Just a whole load of yap is what's been going on. Although, since you're a regular Blue, I will be able to do a lot more streams because I'm more free now since I finished my studies. So I'm free and I can stream anytime now. Although I like to keep, just like regularly scheduled streams still going. But like if I wanted to stream at a later date at a later time, I could. And I can stream daily or do whatever if I really wanted to. That's the only like big thing I talked about that you've probably missed. Other than that, it's just been nonsense coming out of my brain, talking about my life. And oh yeah, I've also been making sure to take good care of my hair since it's getting longer. Let's say I have longer hair than Mino does, the character Mino. So I've been having to make sure I'm keeping good care of it, because it's a lot to deal with sometimes. But it's nice. I've been enjoying it. Very soft right now. I've been using some great conditioner, and it feels great. That's something else I've been doing after I finish my studies, because when you get to a state when you're just like making sure you're not failing, and you just forget about everything else around you. But I'm back on track, and I'm trying to live a better life than I ever have, and that's the current goal. I want to start living my life to the fullest now that I'm, pretty much an adult, so I would consider myself pretty much an adult at this point. I know legally I'm an adult, and I will be charged as an adult if I were to do anything wrong, but, some people might look at me and still think of me as a kid. So I'm just, working on life, and hopefully someday soon I get a job. A dream job. If not, then minimum wage is fine too. But anything would be nice. More money to commission artists with. Dream job for me would be being an editor. Because not only would the pay be alright, I would also be able to do stuff that I like doing. I don't necessarily want to become, big, and I don't want to become famous. I just do this stuff for fun. When I was younger, I thought that was the only way I could do this, and then I was like, wait, people hire people to do things for them. I could do that. And then as soon as I made that realization, I was like, man, I just want to work for someone. I don't want to take a spotlight role. Obviously, if I did get that job, I would still be, doing Mino stuff, because, this channel means a lot to me. I wouldn't abandon it, unless I really need to retire, but, I have a good, a decade in me, I'd say. Hopefully, a good decade in me. Who knows? Mino could do nothing wrong. Let's hope. I don't know. I might be mischievous. Oh no. Mischievous Mino. No. I'm very much to myself, and I would not do anything, hopefully, would not do anything illegal. Don't quote me on this if I do, though. Okay? Do not quote me on this. But the plan currently, and hopefully going forward, is I don't do anything illegal. That's my statement on it right now. I hope you're able to find a good job, Mally. Again, I'm going over dream jobs, but if I really had to find a job, it'd probably be like, like a convenience store or something. Working as a cashier. I need another one. Boom. But yeah, the dream would be to be hired by someone. I really want to, work for someone more independent. Obviously, they they couldn't be independent enough to not hire editors, but I would want to work for someone who, is small, not part of a big company, because the entertainment industry as of late is really, really wonky, and it has been for years. But like, it's starting to show a lot more, and it's like, I kind of don't want to work in that industry. I want to, help make smaller projects for people, whether it be just like work on a small indie show or work for a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, anything like that would be fine with me. Again, the plan for Mino from the start was to just be a hobby thing. So even if I got big, I would not treat it as a job. Which I don't think I will ever be big. I will have my small following, and that'll be fine with me. I don't need anything too big. Just having 2 people in chat's enough for me. Although I am excited about all the city stuff I'm gonna edit, and I am hoping, for the most part, that will gain some new viewers. Because hopefully, the reason why I want new viewers whenever city content comes out is I'm hoping that means that City, the animation is actually getting new people watching it outside of Nichijou. And I would love to see what type of people, the anime would attract other than Nichijou fans, because I want to know. I feel like that would be interesting. And might make a divide in my audience. For some people just watching my Nichijou stuff and some people watching my City stuff. I think that's interesting, and I would love to see how that would happen. Okay, bye, Blue Guy. It was nice seeing ya. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shrimps. Really nice. Yeah. A lot of people don't really want to hire an editor, and I get it. But I'm looking for that golden opportunity, Just like find something that's perfect, and I'm like, boom, that's what I'm going for. And then if things go right, then I have a job and in a spot that I would love to be. Because I've also edited podcasts in the past for free, for friends, and I know how to edit long videos, so I have a lot of experience. I just need to, work on more. So if it has to come to it, I then make a editor video showing off all, like a portfolio video, that's what I mean. And showing off what I can do, and then people would find me that way. But I'm trying to do it the other way and find people that are just asking for editors. And finding someone that's just right for me, Although this is the last year I'll probably be doing that, because within a year's time, I will most definitely need to have a job. So, if I'm not able to find that perfect opportunity, then towards the start of next year, I will hopefully have that portfolio video out. And then, just find like a small job, like minimum wage job, and have that be my life for a bit. Hopefully not forever, though. Hopefully not forever, but yeah. Thank you, Mally. It's what I've been banking on for the last couple of years. Had a great opportunity a couple of years back. Oh, well, voice crack. But I had a good opportunity a couple years back. But I couldn't do it because they wanted people 21 or older, and I'm like, if they just waited a couple more years, I would have been fine. But no. It's fine. I will find an opportunity again. Hopefully. But yeah. Also, now that I'm free, I can read manga again. I really want to read Yotsuba a lot. I said that last Just Chatting stream, but that's one of them I've been meaning to read for a while. So, and anything else I really want to read? I was originally gonna buy all the City volumes and read it that way, but now I kind of don't want to because I kind of want to view the anime as blind as possible. But we'll find out. If it takes too long for more City content once the first batch is out, then I might. I need to go back to my old Just Chatting streams because some people give me some good suggestions and I really need to go through them again. I need to find another Someji simulation, you know? That's a fun experience. I feel like I came into the community at the perfect time. Where I got to read most of it, but all of the final volume was not out yet. Only just chapter 1, so I had to wait. So I had the experience of binging the series, and also waiting, monthly for chapters to come out. And that was fun. It would. I can't wait for City. It's funny, I don't know if I've went over this before, but I started watching Nichijou whenever I was around, 16? I was 16 when I started watching Nichijou. And it's funny, now that City's coming out, and all those characters will be around my age too. So it's just like, I started watching Nichijou, and then I grew up with the characters, and now I'm the same age as the main cast as City, and it's very weird how that happened, perfectly for me. But whatever. Oh yeah, I was very much like that. I need a cough. But yeah, I was, when it was, 7 months, before the final chapter came out, I believe, is when I started reading. Yeah, it was 7 months. No. 9 months. It was 9 months before the final one. But yeah, it was crazy going through that. I feel like that volume was the best one to wait for, and also not the best one to wait for, because so much weirdness happened that if you were to read the penultimate chapter of Semeji Simulation and then wait like a couple months for the final one, and you didn't reread it, you would be like, what is going on? But thankfully, right before the final one came out, I made sure to reread all of the volume, so I was caught up to date, and it made the ending like 10 times better, because I knew a friend who just went into it blind and it was like, what was that? And I'm like, you should have reread the manga! Yeah, it did. And I feel like for a lot of people, they just like were waiting for it. It came out and they immediately read it, and then they're like, oh yeah, it's over now. That's why I recommend to most people who got to that part and were waiting for it to, reread the volume. Because that volume's good just reading in one session, I'd say. No, it's fine. It's fine if you read it. I know Miauchi actually read all of Semeji Simulation like a month after it ended. I'm like, man, I wonder what that was like. Because apparently she read that in like one day, the whole manga, and I'm like, how? How is that possible? Like, whoa. Yeah. Also, let me see. Okay. I definitely need to reread Semeji Simulation though. I'm hoping for one day to have an official English translation. Oh no. I made sure to space my reading out. I basically did how many chapters they put into an episode of Girls Last Tour, and I watch 3 episodes of anime at a time, so just 3 times the chapters in a Girls Last Tour episode was how many chapters I read of Semeji Simulation a day, and I felt like that was a good experience. Obviously, I had to change it up to make sure I didn't go too far into the next volume, and I stopped at the end of a volume once I got to it. But it was a really good experience. Really fond memories reading that manga. Hikemi's mangas just have like a feeling to them. A feeling that you can't really describe, but you know it when you're in it, you know? It's just a weird feeling. And I missed that. I missed that a lot, so I need to reread Semeji Simulation. And I am definitely rereading Girls Last Tour towards the end of the year. Always like watching/reading Girls Last Tour during the winter time, because that's how I first watched it. And obviously, it's fitting since the theming of that is very cold and desolate. So, can't wait for that too. I'm also planning on, because I do a annual Nichijou rewatch where I start the year off rewatching Nichijou, and I kind of want to put City at the end of the month, so it's like a weird little marathon of just Kiichi Iwari stuff to go through. Yeah. Girls Last Tour is what sold it for me. I watched that anime and I was like, whoa. The vibes are immaculate, you know? And I love just like trying to piece together the world building. That was a fun watch. And then I completely destroyed myself. Because after I watched it, I was like, I bet you there's like an ending in the manga. And then I quickly read the rest of the manga and I cried. I cried for a day. And then I woke up the next, still crying over it. That's the most messed up a piece of media made me for a long period of time. Oh, cool. I haven't really stated my opinions on the Nichijou dub or sub. I might have in a quick glance, but I enjoy both of them. I think both of them have their place. I prefer Nichijou Japanese though, only because some of the delivery in the Japanese original audio is like too iconic. And for Girls Less Tour's English dub, I watched it once. I think they're fine. I think they do a fine job. I can't unhear those voices in Japanese. They have such an energy to them that's very specific to Girls Less Tour. And they kind of go for like a different feel in the English dub. And it's good enough. Like, I feel like it's probably the best they could have done for Girls Less Tour, and I don't think it's the fault of the voice actors or the voice direction. It's just, there's something too iconic about that original audio of GLT. It's just, the thing that sucks about Girls Less Tour dubs is that they're hard to find. Same with the anime currently. I believe there's no streaming service that has it now, because I watched it on Prime Video, because it was free, and I knew my friends read/watched watch the series, so I then saw it was free, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll see. Free with a premium subscription, and my mom had one, so I just used that. And that's how I watched it, but it's no longer on Prime, and I don't think it's on High Dive anymore either, so I don't think there's a, like, legal way to watch the anime other than having a DVD of it. DVD/Blu-ray. Which sucks, because it, it deserves more people watching it. Yeah. Although, Japanese also works, because I believe the world and setting is still in, like, you know, Japan, 1,000 and a couple hundred years in the future. And Chito is more used to, futuristic Japanese, so whenever she comes across more, what our modern time looks like, she's like, what? Why did they write it like that, And then there's that one scene when they come across a book in English, and she's like, I don't know what this says. Yeah. I'm really tempted to just buy a Blu-ray of it. Because I have a way of playing Blu-rays, so if I really wanted to, I could. There's also other methods, if you're not able to buy a Blu-ray, there's other methods. But, if you want to support, if, depending on the seller, then sure. Probably best way to support, though, is just reading the manga. The manga is still very easily available. And I plan on one day getting paperbacks of that manga, because I do own them. I have bought Girls Less Tour, but I do want to own, physical versions, not digital versions. Wow, Netflix. Interesting. So if you have a VPN and you're not in the same country that Mally's in, you could watch Girls Less Tour on Netflix, apparently. I did not know that was even a thing. No, I did like a 3 hour Kirby stream, and I only went through like 1.5 bottles of water, and I've been doing this for 58 minutes, and I'm already on my third bottle because I'm about to finish my second one, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, what happened? I'm out of tune. I'm out of tune. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Weird laws on things I don't really get, but sure. Listen, when you speak like this, you kind of need to. I'm also making sure I don't, The reason why I do it mostly is for the voice, but also because I don't want it destroying my throat, And I need to make sure I'm not, dying. And most days it's fine. I'm fine with this. But today, I feel like I'm very low on water content. And I'm really needing it. And I'm thinking the reason was because I did an exercise this morning and it was like the sweatiest I've been in a long time. And I'm like, oh no. Like midway through, I felt like I was about to become like dehydrated and almost pass out, and then I was like, okay, let me quickly grab a water. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. But most times, I'm good. Like, recently I've been on a good streak on not really needing too much to keep this up. And that's good. That shows that I'm improving on that front. But today is a odd day. I did take a shower though. I take showers daily now. I used to do them every 2 to 3 days because I was too busy studying again for finals. And I'm like, how about I just do showers every day? And it's been nice. I've been feeling fresh. Recommend. I especially need to do that with my hair, which I went over, but like it's getting long. I need to make sure I'm not, damaging it accidentally now. It goes below my shoulders now, and it's reaching like my back a bit more. So I need to just take good care of it and make sure it grows the way it needs to. But it's been getting really soft lately and it feels really nice. I might need to invest in a hair dryer though. Might be my next purchase that's not a commission. Oh yeah? I would believe it. I do all my studies at home, so I was in a. You wait for this one. I almost went all stream without it happening, and then here we are. Are we back? How many frames were dropped? None? How? Frames should have been dropped. Are we back? Is the question. Okay, cool. My internet went out for a second. It just does that sometimes if you're not used to that. Although I have precautionary measures to get rid of Void the Scuffed, so hopefully we dealt with him last stream, you know? Um but yeah, just been nice. I've been searching up some things about how to take care of my hair, and it's been working, so that's been nice. I know what temperatures I need to use, so it's been making the shower experience more dynamic. Before, I used to just think of it as like a just like go in, go out type deal, but I've been liking the more, just like manually changing things as you go along to fit the needs of your body and what temperatures they need. Especially for hair. Temperature is really important for hair, so you need to watch for that. But yeah, it's been really fun. I've been having a good daily life lately because I've been trying to get make it better. Yeah, hopefully Kirby did kill Void the Scuffed in that last stream, but no promises. No promises. I haven't checked. They could be hiding anywhere. So if it happens next stream, we just didn't eradicate like one atom of it. But but hopefully one day, uh, if I get a new computer and it doesn't unhook everything, then then Void of Scuff will be eradicated fully. Oh yeah, I do shower with music. Sometimes I'm unable to, but if I'm able to, I do. I just go on my playlist and hit shuffle and practice singing in the shower. Because I've been trying to practice my singing voice. Uh, because I love singing. It's hard doing it like this though. But I've been getting some progress done on that, and I kind of want to record some covers, but I need to, find the right stuff, and I need to have an actual microphone with good sound quality. But in the future, if all things go well, you could start seeing some covers from me because I do love singing. Singing's been a thing I've been doing pretty much all my life. I wouldn't say I'm good at it. I wouldn't say I'm good at it, so don't expect like something angelic, especially since I'm learning a new singing voice. But singing's really fun. I love it. I took choir in class a lot, and those have some unforgettable memories. Aw, thank you. I would love to do them. I just would, need to make sure it sounds good, And on that note, I could also in the future do karaoke streams. Again, I would need the right equipment. I can't just, go with the equipment I have now and do karaoke. But I would not be opposed to the idea. I would just need to train a bit more, train my voice a bit more, and, spend some cash on some equipment. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Yeah. Would honestly love to do a karaoke stream. It's just I don't have the right materials to do so. It will happen. It will happen. I care about it enough. It will happen. once I feel good enough about my singing, then yeah, totally. Speaking of music, I still have that keyboard right here. You can't see what I'm pointing at, but where I'm sitting, it's to the left of me, so I can easily reach it. And I have not learned a single thing since I started learning this year because school's been too important for me to just put that on the wayside and then try to learning a new hobby. So it's been hard, but after I'm done working on this pet project I've been doing for the Mino Yamamoto channel, I do plan on taking lessons for the keyboard because I really would want to. I really want to learn music because I really love music. I love singing, and I love music theory. Music theory is very interesting to me, so I really just want to do it myself and have a better understanding of it. That's what I did with art, and I believe art is way easier to get into than music, but to each their own. And I know it's a lot, and I'm gonna go through the similar artist experience of having a lot of failures. But failures, is information, is stuff to learn. And once you fail once, you'll know how not to fail again in that certain aspect. And then you just keep on doing it and don't let every single failure discourage you too much. At least that's what I've learned doing what I do. But yeah, hopefully, towards the latter half of this year, I'll have more free time to just go at this and learn a lot. Okay, ask away, Mally. I do know where all the keys are, so if I were to be asked where to play a certain key, I would know how to on that keyboard. Art or singing? Art. Art. I commission artists. But I do love singing, and music's really important to me also. But art, I love it too much, okay? But second is music. Music is right below that. Um, and singing is just something I've been doing all my life, so I don't see my singing as anything too special. It's just something I do. Probably got that from my mom and my dad because my mom always loved singing, and typically if I'm in a car ride with her, I'll hear her sing. So it's always nice. And my dad was in a rock band when he was younger, so kind of have that experience. And I wish I knew the artist, but he taught a guy how to play guitar, and later that guy got a cult following, and he made an album. And in that album, he personally thanked my father for teaching him, and that's probably like the coolest family history I have. Yeah, yeah. I wish I knew the specifics. I would have to go tell someone else about it, and they'd probably know. Sadly, I can't ask my dad now. He's not around anymore. But I've dealt with those emotions. Um, but yeah, really cool family legacy. And that's what made me want to pick up music. Why I want to learn a keyboard and stuff. I don't want to go down the exact same route my father went with going with acoustic instruments. But I wanted to go with stuff I care about, and I really care about melodies and stuff like that, more melodic. I sing melodically, and I like melodic songs that like focus on that. So that's why I picked a keyboard, because that's the foundation. So that's why that's important to me. And my mom's is a little bit of an artist, so I've taken both of theirs. Uh, Little hobbies that they do, and making it my own. She's really great at backgrounds, and I'm really great at character drawings. My dad was really great with guitars, and I'm hopefully will get great at a keyboard slash piano. And then, obviously, my own little thing was video editing. That's something that only I in the family have done. Uh, so to my knowledge, I haven't personally asked anyone if they edit videos or not, but that's something that I started doing for myself, just for myself, and no other reason. I really need to learn how to play you. I really do. I stare at you every day, and I'm like, man, just give me free time to do this. Oh, really? I'm so used to guitars. I know what acoustic ones look like and what electric guitars look like, and I've played a couple of them. It's just my older brother took up the mantle of learning how to play guitar, and I'm like, I would love to do that, but I also kind of want to go my own route in learning an instrument. One day I might sit down and learn how to play guitar. It just sucks I couldn't learn from my father myself, but I can ask my brother to teach me because he got taught by him anyways. Yeah, very very creative family, very like underappreciated creative family, but like it made sense if I would turn out the way I am, being around all that. It just sucks that none of them were able to fulfill in a hobby like that and be compensated for it. And I know that's a possibility for me, maybe, but I'm gonna work so hard that hopefully that is not a possibility anymore, and I can just do creative stuff as my full time job. That's the plan. Man, I've got on a couple tangents to stream, haven't I? Since my voice is been weird today, I might have to end soon, but let me think on anything else before, or if anyone wants to ask anything, I'm fine with that before ending. I feel like that's the most personal I've been on the channel. I don't think I really talk about my family that much, but I don't mind doing so. Oh yeah, I have a friend that does Niche Geo covers. I would say more of acquaintance because we haven't talked too much, but I know them. Oh, really? Cool. I'm glad I'm not boring. I'm afraid doing just chatting streams a lot because I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? And then people tell me this. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm good to talk. How's my day been? It's been good. Better than last night. Last night I was going through some emotional stuff. Not really like complete sadness, just more just like nostalgia and feeling lonely. But this morning I woke up feeling fine and I started doing my morning routine, which is make me something to eat, then exercise, then take a shower, and then I started stream today. Right after doing all that, I'm hoping to get some work done on that project I'm working on. That you all will see hopefully soon if everything goes right. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I do go through go through mood swings every now and then, but like they're far between, like far apart from one another. It's not a consistent thing I have to deal with. But every now and then I'll just be having a good day and then suddenly it's like, oh man, and then I'm messed up for the rest of the day. But I haven't felt like that too heavily. It hasn't been too bad in a while. It's just yesterday I heard something that made me reflect on stuff I did in the past, and it's like, ah, I'll never be able to be that way again. And it kind of that's what made me sad. Was realizing I am not really a kid anymore, and all the people I used to know are living their own lives. Recently, I learned one of my friends got engaged, and I'm like, how? How has this happened? How has this happened? I remember when you were talking about them and having a crush on that person, and now you two are getting married. Like, it feels weird, you know. Uh, and obviously, being done with educational stuff has made me be reflective on the whole going to school thing and what it was like when I was younger and all the people I met. But yeah, that's what caused that reaction last night was a big, uh, you know, I can't think of the right word for it, but like just everything coming together and blowing up in one short moment. But I went to bed shortly afterwards and I woke up feeling fine. So I've been having a good day. I did not mean to go on that much of a tangent about what happened last night, but uh, you asked how my day was, and I'm doing a lot better today. Oh, hi, Nick. Sucks that you're here when I'm about to end it, but I have a good, like, 8 more minutes in me. Yeah, it's fine. Glad you showed up at all. Yeah, I used to be very emotional when I was younger, and I kind of blocked that part of myself off as I grew up. But every now and then it comes back, and that's probably why I have mood swings, because that inner child in me comes out. But I try to allow me to feel things, because that's really important. If you don't allow yourself to feel emotions, you're not gonna, feel great. So if I am sad, I allow myself to, feel that sadness and let it out, because it's very important to let your emotions out and not hold them in. That's why if like I'm watching something and it makes me cry, I let it happen. I don't I don't try to look cool or anything. I just allow tears to flow through because it's really very important. Because not every single day you're able to do that. At least for me. I know I'm more talking personally about myself, but I do think you should not hold in your emotions And if you need to feel something, let that happen. Oh, it's okay, Nick. Yeah, I get that a lot. Pretty much my whole life, people have said I'm like wise or like an old soul or stuff like that. And I don't fully believe it when I hear it, but I do try to like understand people and understand myself. And for the most part, I think I have myself figured out. I just need to learn how to deal with certain things, but like I think I understand for the most part my inner psyche. So I feel good in that department. Because I used to be messed up when I was younger. Yeah, it's okay to not feel emotional over TV or stuff. But if you feel like, if you feel like it and you like repress it, I don't think that's a good way of dealing with things. You should allow that emotion to come out. But if you don't feel anything at all, that's fine. I know some people who are like that. I used to feel the exact same way, but then I had a pretty depressive episode when I was pretty early in my teenage years. And then after that, things just like messed with me a lot more. That's probably why Girls Last Tour got to me so bad. But yeah, yeah, I can feel that. If they amp up the cry too much, it lessens the impact. Although some cases where that's the case, I don't feel emotion there. But like if it's like something happening to a character and it happens, I don't cry immediately. But later on in the story, when it's a reaction to that, that's when it hurts. That's when it hurts because I deal with stuff very similarly to that because like I experience something and that's what it is. That is what it is in that moment. And then I don't really reflect on it immediately. But when I have time to reflect on it, that's when it hurts. That's when it hurts. Yeah, action can do that for you. I found Girls Last Tour. It was, I think, the end of 2022. I believe in November. Latter half of November of 2022. It was cold. I was out in the country, and we had no air conditioning and no heaters, so all the cold air was around, and it was so cold. I had to have like two blankets on me, and I was scrolling through Prime Video, I think, and I saw that Girls Last Tour was there, and I was like, "Oh, that's the one all my friends send stuff about." So I then later on that night, I just laid down in bed, very cold, and just watched it. And I felt like that was the best setting for watching Girls Last Tour. I would not replace how I did that. It was very very much needed in that time because that was the same year I watched Nichijou, and Nichijou came into my life at a perfect time also. So those two series mean a lot to me because they both came at me like when I needed to see them. Yeah, it was. And Nuko, one of the best characters. Sadly, they're not in anime slash manga that long, so we don't get too much of them. But like, they still the spotlight for a while. Okay, have some nice dreams, and yeah. Speaking of, I will have to end stream soon too. But yeah, uh, have a good rest, Nick, and yeah, I only have like about like a minute I will give myself. So, any closing things we want to go over? Nui. Nui. I love that little thing. Was put in the opening for like one episode. Favorite Nichijou moment? Ooh. I won't. You would suspect it to be a funny thing, but it's actually the scene in the penultimate episode of Nichijou where Mio thinks that Misato and Sasahara are now a couple, and she starts running away. I feel like that moment encapsulates the series very well, and the ending of that episode's really nice also. But that moment is my favorite Nichijou moment. Yeah, shout out to Delit, and I think that's where we're gonna end things. That's a good moment. Uh, I will go over this right before we go though. I have an annual Nichijou rewatch, and how I do it is at the start of the year I watch one episode, and then the second day of the year I watch another episode, and then I watch them daily until it reaches January 26th, which is the final episode of Nichijou. And spoilers if you have not seen it, if anyone's watching this after the fact. So go watch that episode or watch Nichijou. But that episode is also the episode that celebrates Nano's birthday. It's a great way of ending the series, especially the anime series, since Nano is very important in the anime. And so happens that on this annual rewatch I do, watching them daily, till the 26th episode of Nichijou being the final one, being Nano's birthday, so happens to also land on my birthday. So it's a weird thing that I didn't really account for when I first did it, but whenever I realized what day it was going to end on, I was like, oh wait, that's perfect. So yeah, um, that's what I do every year, and I'm planning on doing that with City towards the end of the year. So it's like a marathon. But yeah, I want to end things there. Thank you all for being here and just being a great audience to talk to. I'm glad. I'm glad knowing, at least for Mally Man, that this was a good stream experience, and I'm glad I'm not boring. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm glad I'm not boring to any of you. So I will be going off, and next stream will be Ori and the Blind Forest. Thank you all for being here, and that'll be it from me. Bye bye.